All right, I'll call the meeting to order at 4:34 PM, March 31st, 2022. And wow, what happened outside, everyone? I mean, it looks like we went back to December, that's crazy. But what I'm going to definitely ask everyone, if, to the best of your ability, if we can all try to turn our cameras on for the new, so that when new potential members of the next term join, they can kind of get a good idea of what, of how the process works and everything. So that's what my request to all, plus I'd love to see everyone's beautiful face. I mean, that's probably the honest truth, but I'm just gonna put it on something else. But yeah, so there was that. Besides that, I'm just going to kind of, in case I see Allie just joined us. Hello, Allie. I'm going to just say that we explain in more theory the process of everything. We're just going to be, essentially doing report outs of things, of meetings that we go to college administration and to other meetings and committee meetings throughout the college, and give updates. And yeah, that's then all of the officers are going to give some report outs to what they're doing with their standing committees. The Senate advisor give her report out, and then we'll go down the list from there. And I'll share my screen in a second here for the agenda. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to just hand it right off to VP Shockey for the roll call.
Yes. All right. President Green.
Here.
I'm here. VP Linder.
Here.
VP LaBella.
Here.
Advisor Rome.
I am here.
Senator Jamin.
Look like he unmuted. We didn't hear anything, but he's here.
He's here. Senator Lynn.
Here.
Senator Willis. Senator Zebo. Senator Zebo. And Senator Zhang.
Present.
All right, that concludes roll call.
All right, awesome. Then moving on down, the approval of previous meeting minutes. I can go ahead and actually pull this up too. Just to be sure. Open. Okay, there we go. There's that. So then I'm going to hit share, and I'm going to then hopefully share what I hopefully am sharing. What are we on? Yep, we're on the minutes. So there we go. So and I can zoom in as well. So here's the thing. I will entertain a motion at any time to approve these to the best of my ability, because I can now not see any hands. So that kind of is a bummer. But
Move to approve the agenda.
there we go. Awesome. Oh, that does show it. So Senator Willis made a motion to approve, well, the minutes. The minutes. Are we minutes correct?
You have the agenda on the screen.
I know, I'll be quite honest with you, Senator Zebel forgot to change the agenda header to minutes, and yeah, so, yeah.
Well, I move to approve the minutes. Thank
Awesome,
you.
Awesome. I saw a notification for a hand for Senator Zhang. Is that, do you want to second that?
Yes, I'm seconding.
All right. So then now I'm going to swap over and stop sharing now so I can see it. All those in favor, please use the hand raising feature now and keep your hands up so I can see. And that's definitely majority right there. So that passes. Awesome. With your hands down, thank you. Now let's move on to the agenda for tonight. And same thing, bear with me as we're just getting things sorted out. Where is your open this. And share again, can I just share my entire screen? I'm just gonna do that. And then, all right, so same dealio. I'll entertain a motion anytime to approve, modify, etc. the agenda.
I
Yeah.
move to approve the agenda.
Okay, a motion has been made.
I
Do
guess
we-
my hand's not going up, but.
Do we have, whoa, do we have a second?
I would make a motion to amend the agenda,
Okay, I,
specifically to include under, can I make a motion?
well, technically, per procedure, the first motion must carry through.
Or fail.
Or fail, one of the two. So if I was to do this fully though, I would say, do we have a second? And then depending on if we had a second, then I would ask if there was any discussion prior to doing the vote.
No.
So, that said, do we have a second? And everyone can still see my screen, I think. And, okay, I did not see a second. So without that second, that motion technically would have, okay, so now I'm seeing hands, so this is where the virtual aspect is a little bit tricky here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this and say, I didn't see a second when I called for a second, so therefore that motion has to fail. I saw VP Linder's hand go up after the fact first, but again, I'm making that call as chair. So therefore, do we have any motion to approve or modify the agenda? And then I gotta go, I saw VP Shockey's hand right now. VP Shockey.
Sorry.
Got me?
Okay, so sorry to make the process a little complex, but I would make a motion to amend the agenda to include under non-business student activities board budget discussion for 15 minutes.
All right, well then, do we have a second on that? I see VP LaBella. Is this a second or
A second to the agenda amendment.
okay, and just to make sure I'm being very thorough, any discussion on this before we make this vote? And I don't know, I see Sarah Willis is your hand up, I don't know if this is a, okay, all right, so then, all those in favor of amending the agenda in old business for 15 minutes, and it was discussion of the SAB budget.
Yes.
All right, all those in favor, use the hand raising feature now. All right, and that is definitely the majority, so that amendment passes to the agenda. So VP Shockey, could you add that to the agenda, please? And then with that, though, we still need to approve the agenda then, so I see Sarah James' hand up currently. Is this a question or motion? Oh, okay, that's what I was just checking.
No, not a question, sorry about that.
No, okay, all right, perfect. So with that said, I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda still. Senator Willis. Just a motion to
Move
approve.
to approve the agenda.
Awesome. And I see Elijah's hand up. Is this a second to
Yes, this is.
Elijah? I don't,
No, this is a second to
okay.
approve the agenda.
Perfect, great, we're on track. Then all those in favor, use the hand raising feature now and keep your hands up, please. And that's definitely majority, so awesome. You know what, it's good to be able to learn and know a little bit, so good with the process of procedure, right? So with that said, you put your hands down and we're gonna move on now, since we've approved the agenda, public comments. So, public comments under A, candidate introductions. So, we were hoping for a few more members, possibly to join us, but we're again glad that Ally's with us right now. This is an opportunity to kind of just say hi, introduce yourself, and ask questions, I would assume, or anything that you want, anything you want to do. So, Ally, do you want to, since you're the only one that is new here, I'm going to say that you have to start first, unfortunately, buddy. But yeah, you can take it away.
Hi.
Do you want to kind of just introduce yourself, your name, say something about you, that fun fact about you, why you want to join Senate, anything that you want to share, any questions you want to ask? It's kind of a open season right now.
Is it Ali or Eli? Like, which one is talking? Is it me?
Yep, it's you.
Okay. My name is Ali Sumano. I'm an international student from Ivory Coast. I have been here in Madison for 3 years now, in Madison College too. I would like to join the Senate because, like, I feel like it's an opportunity for me to know more about Madison College and then be involved in the students, the student community, and then know much about my campus, and then help other students achieve like the goal. As everybody know, we still like in the stressful moment where like everybody needs support. So why not join each other to give each other that support to boost everyone up to achieve the goal. And then especially for those international students as me who don't speak English, the integration to the community when they join here as new is hard. So like as me who has experienced that, I want to be like an opportunity to help them, achieve that integration into Madison College and have such a better life here too. That's some of them. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. We like that. Yeah, hands clapping definitely is in order. That's great. Do we have anyone else? So I'm gonna look at you right now, Advisor Roman, and say, how would you like to best proceed?
I think we're just making time at every meeting,
Okay.
just to make sure candidates, are welcomed and,
Alright.
we get a chance to meet you. So, thanks for being here, Ally. It's been so long since I saw you. It's nice to see your face again.
Yeah, that was not, and yeah, and we've
Nice to
we've
see you
met
too.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So-
yeah, great seeing you again as well.
Yeah, so we're just gonna keep this on the agenda during public comments, as we have time.
Sounds good, sounds good. All right, so then with that said, we're making good time. So moving on down, reports of officers, advisors, and standing committees, executive council, and president report. Well, like I said in the past few meetings, our E-team times have been set to tomorrow at 10 a.m. So there's that. Yeah, I really just been busy trying to think and help and do whatever I can to try and get everything in order for transitioning for the next term. And I'm going to let Advisor Rome be the one to speak more to this in her report, but I'm super psyched that we won Student Organization of the Year. So you guys are the best. So and you guys all deserve a hand. We couldn't have done it without each other, right? I mean, think about it like that. So I'm all proud of all of you, and really that's. Dealing with SAB things as well, which we're going to talk about later, and that's really what's going on for me this week so far, so I'm gonna say that concludes my report. I'm gonna go down to Admin and Finance Committee with VP Shockey.
Yeah, during our last meeting, the Finance Committee, we had a discussion about the process for reviewing club funding requests and then how to go about formalizing that process on paper. For those of you who don't know, the Finance Committee's been working in collaboration with the executive leadership team, reviewing club funding requests together, and then the Finance Committee's been doing the final approval. And we wanted to solidify the process so that future members of both the Finance Committee as well as the executive leadership team have an understanding of that process and are able to refer to some sort of process guide or handbook or to reference to solve any questions or problems that may come up during that process. So we'll be working on that in the coming weeks, and I'll make sure to share any updates with you guys. The one other thing I wanted to mention, more on the admin side, is that to record office hours, I know that's an announcement towards the end of this meeting, but that is part of the stipend review process. Don't freak out if you haven't done office hours. It's not the entire component of that, but I just encourage you guys to take a look at the office hours log and record any time you spend working on Senate stuff. So that concludes my report.
Awesome, thank you, VP Shockey. Moving on down, Legislative Affairs Committee is currently vacant. Team Development Committee, VP Linder, do you have a report for us?
No report.
All right, thank you very much. Public Relations Committee, VP Labella, do you have a report for us?
Yeah, so the last PR meeting was very focused on creating promotional material for the election. So in the upcoming days, you're going to see some of that starting to pop up around campus and the Clarion and online. With Advisors Room's help, we have some handouts ready for the upcoming tabling that will be done on campus to encourage students to vote. So I just want to say, be sure to get the word out to your classmates about the election. Let them know that it will be super easy. Their ballot's going to come right to their student email Monday, April 4th. I also have some social media content going up soon about the election from the Senate Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. If you're willing to give those a share and give them, if you see them, and to help kind of spread the word online as well as on campus, that would be great. And that concludes my report.
Awesome, thank you, VP Labella. And moving down, Senate Advisory Report with Advisor Rome.
A few quick things. So VP Labella did a great job. Remind people to vote. That is first and foremost for next week. We have some amazing candidates. If you want to check out all of the candidate bios, they're at that link that I just put in there. That also has information about the election itself. So that's a good place to direct people. That will be kind of where we're pushing people with the handout, with the flyers. There's a QR code on there. So that is something you can use to promote the elections. The other thing that I need your help with is tabling for next week. So the officers have selected some times that work for them to table, and I would love to get you all paired up with them if you want some support in that way. They are expert tablers. They did a great job last week. Was that just last week?
Yeah.
It was. And found that students were surprisingly receptive and wanted to stop and chat. So I was very happy to hear that. So these are the times. I can zoom in a little bit more. So if anybody is able to even just stop by for half an hour to help out, even if you just want to pick up some of the materials and hand them out as you're going to class or something like that, that would be awesome. Our voting rate was very, very low the last 2 years. And I think we have an opportunity to kind of turn that around with some of the on-campus presence. So I would love for people just to put in the chat if they're free at all, and I will add you to this spreadsheet. So Monday, VP Shockey and President Green will be at Truax between 10 and 1. There's some times available. President Green is planning to go over to Goodman South. Particularly if either of our our senators who take classes over there are able to help out. He'll bring all the stuff. You just hang out with him, table, that'd be great. And then Wednesday between 10 and 1, someone will be there, at least one person. So the tabling Monday and Wednesday will be outside of the student life office at Truax. We just roll a table out and talk to people, give away candy and other goodies, and just try to encourage them to vote. So I can't see the chat. I don't know if anybody's put anything in there, but these are the times. I can't upload the document into the chat. Can I add a picture in the chat? I don't know. I can share a link. How about that? So you can view it. So I'd love to fill this in. The more the merrier. It'll be lots of fun. All right. Trying to do this. There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit hard to do it when you're right. I mean,
And then the last thing is about organization of the year. Yay, I am so proud of you all. I'm so happy. So thank you, President Green and VP Linder, for writing nominations to get that award for Senate. So I need to know who will be there. You can just let me know right here, right now, if you will come. I'll add your name to the list. Otherwise, feel free to respond to that email, as some of you have already done. But I will RSVP on behalf of the Student Senate so that they know who all is coming. So I think those are my updates, unless anybody has questions. Yeah, and feel free to let me know when you can table. So that's my report.
Awesome. And yeah, we need that. We need to help everyone. And Elijah, I did get your emails just before this meeting, before GA, so I got that down. Ella, I could love to hear from you. And I want to say quickly hi to Wilfred. I see you there. Hi, buddy. Help me with the pronunciation so that I get this right. Is it Saku?
It's Seiku.
Seiku?
Yes.
Awesome. It's nice to meet you, Seiku. It's nice to see you, Wilfred. Yeah, continue on this journey that we're taking today with this agenda. We're just doing some report outs basically, all right? So take some notes. I'm just joking. Okay, so with that said, let's move on down to reports from special and select committees. VP Shockey with Student Activities Board.
Yeah, during last week's meeting, we got the chance to see the same student website presentation that we saw during GA. We also provided feedback, asked questions, and gave some suggestions. And then we also heard 3-year plan and budget presentations from 3 different organizations within SAB. And I was also sure to share information about the elections and encourage people to vote, as well as spread the word. So hopefully that also helps increase some participation. That concludes my report.
Awesome. Thank you, VP Shockey. Moving on down, Racial Equity Committee is currently vacant. Textbook Affordability Committee, President Green and VP Shockey. We do not have our next meeting, I think, is what, a couple weeks from now, something like that. Yeah, it's on the 11th, of April. So yeah, it's a few, we got nothing. So I'm gonna say that concludes our report. Let's go with you, VP Shockey?
Yep.
All right, super duper. Then moving on, Public Safety Advisory Committee with Senator Willis.
No report.
All right, thank you very much. And then moving on down to reports from regional and metro campuses. Reedsburg is currently vacant. Watertown is currently vacant. Portage is currently vacant. Fort Atkinson is currently vacant. Goodman South. Senator Zhang, do you have a report for us?
No report.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. Reports from College Assembly and Shared Governance Councils. College Assembly, I've been substituting in this one, but there is no report to give. We meet in a couple weeks, so report to follow then. Academic Council, Senator Zhang, do you have a report for us?
Also no report.
All right, thank you very much. Diversity and Community Relations Council is currently vacant. Facilities, Planning and Investment Council, Senator Willis, do you have a report for us?
No report. We meet this coming Wednesday.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. And then Finance Council is currently vacant. And then Information Technology Council, Senator Zebel, do you have a report for us?
No, I do not.
All right, thank you very much. And then Institutional Effectiveness Council, VP Shockey, do you have a report?
I do not, but we meet next Wednesday.
All right, thank you very much. Professional Development Council, VP Linder, do you have a report?
No report. We meet on Monday.
All right, thank you very much. And then Student Affairs Council, VP Labella, do you have a report?
No, I don't. Following the trend, we meet on, I think, April 15th is the next one.
All right, okie dokie, sounds good to me. I like trends. So moving on down to unfinished business, we do not have any of that. Then moving on down to new business, don't have any of that either. It shows on my agenda. But non-business housekeeping items though, we had an amendment made, so I'm gonna let Advisor Rome speak to it and assume her name's on the thing.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So I just want to give a preview for what will be happening at the Senate meeting next week. The Student Activities Board, which for those who might not be familiar, is a group that oversees the student activity fee. And that a big part of that includes deciding upon and putting forth a budget for all of the student organizations that are funded through the student activity fee. So that's everything from Senate, the Volunteer Center, athletics, performing arts, all of those organizations come together, present their requests, and decide upon it together. So once the Student Activities Board has basically approved their budgets, which they've been hearing budget requests all semester long, the overall budget needs to come to the Student Senate. So that will be happening next week. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone was prepared for that and felt comfortable with kind of what is expected of you. So the Student Senate can approve the budget in total or send it back to the Student Activities Board to make changes. If you take no action on it for 4 weeks, it's automatically approved. Random, I don't know when or why that would happen, but fun fact. I guess if Senate can't agree, then it is passed anyways. And then after it's approved by the Student Senate, it goes to the President and the District Board. And then it's approved along with the whole college budget by the end of June to start in the next fiscal year, July 1. So I wanted to give you kind of an idea of that process and then just making sure that you all understand that it comes to the Student Senate because the Senate is representative of all students. And you have the interest of students in mind. Those on the Student Activities Board obviously do care about students and represent them, but first and foremost, they represent their organizations. So just making sure that whatever is passed is in the best interest of students. So make sure that you fully understand what is coming to you and that you would be able to explain in broad terms what the budget means. So roughly how much is being requested, what the future of the student activities fee looks like, just those sort of questions. And please don't approve it if you have hesitations. You have 4 weeks. So it can be discussed, it can be sent back. Just want to make sure that you understand that role. There have been a lot of discussions this year in the Student Activities Board about having huge reserves, the activity fee for next year, as I think you've heard VP Shockey say in his SAB report, was reduced for next year to try to bring that reserve funding, which is basically your savings account, to bring that amount of money down so that there's not just a ton of money sitting there. So we're still looking at how all of that is coming together. But as of today, before the actual SAB meeting tomorrow, it's looking like if the budgets were approved as they stand, as requested, with no changes, there would be a deficit in a few years. So I think things will change tomorrow as all of the organizations come back together and have the full picture. But I just want to make sure that you all totally understand what your role is and that you can send it back if you don't feel comfortable with the way that it looks. I'm not going to tell you either way what to do, but just encourage you to really feel comfortable with the decision you're making and how it will affect students now, next year, and 3 years from now, 5 years from now. So we will make sure that you have all the information before the meeting next week as early as possible so that you can even look at it and come up with questions ahead of time. But your peers will be presenting this budget to you during the public comment section next week. So it will be representatives from other organizations. Usually the Senate SAB rep does not participate because he'll be asked to vote on it later in the meeting. But that will happen at the beginning of the meeting. Take as much time as you need to ask questions and fully understand. So that's really what I wanted to share before they actually come. Does anybody have questions about what I just said? Or comments, if you've gone through this before and have advice to share or anything?
Shockey?
Yeah, I was just curious, do they send the budget over before the presentation? Like, would we be able to review it before GA to kind of look at it, or?
You should be able to.
Okay.
I'm hoping once it's approved tomorrow, that early next week we can send it out to everybody.
Okay.
See a thumbs up, that's like thumbs up. Any other questions? And please ask questions. I mean, it's a big decision. It's a lot of money. Do what you think is right. But I think we immediately, yeah, you have another question?
Yeah, I just have one more question. So, when SAB meets tomorrow, is there like a possibility of the budget being amended then?
Yeah.
And
I'm expecting it
there's
to
a
be
likelihood
during the
that
meeting.
happens. Okay.
Any other questions? All right. I think myself and Advisor Rome will make sure to get documents out to everyone so as soon as possible, so you can have some time to really look at it and process it. That is our commitment to you on that, and your commitment to us is making what you think is the right decision on behalf of students. Did you have anything else you wanted to add though, Advisor?
Nope.
Well then, thank you very much. And that's going back to my agenda here, that looks like, I believe that is going to conclude non-business housekeeping. I'm keeping my eye on everything here. All right, announcements then. Officers, VP Shockey mentioned this already. Let's just make sure we're getting them done. Definitely for that stipend review. Send all of your reports to our great communications coordinator, Sarah Zebel, and great job on that. Check Outlook, check your Teams, check your notifications, from me, Advisor Rome, E-Team, each other, or whatever. There's that. I see 2 hands up already. All right, so we have this great moment right now, and now we're about to conclude it. So I'm just messing around. All right, I saw VP Shockey's hand up first.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention, because there might be a possibility some don't know how to access the office hours log. So if you don't know how to do that, you can reach out to me or President Green or anyone else that may know how to do that, so.
Great point, great point. If you need help with anything, understanding anything, reach out to any of the E-team or to Advisor Rome, and we will help make sure that you get set up, all right? All right, Senator Jermaine, what do you got for us? See that you're not muted, but, so that's good.
We can't hear anything.
Yeah, we can't hear anything. If you're able to type maybe in the chat box, that might at least be a nice substitute to,
Oh.
I think I hear something.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to ask a question with regards to the office hours login
Yeah.
because I went for the onboarding last week and I've been doing my orientation online and I did some of those courses that I was supposed to do on work days. So when do I start to log in my hours? Is it whenever I'm doing those courses and whenever I attend meetings or what? I just want to know where to start from.
We'll let VP Shockey take this one.
Yeah, so it's used to record hours you spend working on Senate-related stuff. It doesn't include like General Assembly meetings or council or committee meetings, but if you do any work to prepare for those or things like tabling, those are hours that can be added to the log, and it's on a week-by-week basis. So each week there's a log where you can record the day, the time, and just a short description of what you did. And it kind of helps keep track of what you do, partially for the stipend review criteria, and then it can also just help you remember what you're working on, or if you want to look back to remember when you did something, it's valuable in that way as well.
Okay. Yeah. The other question goes to President Green. I mean, you sent me an email regarding to the E-team. I just wanted to know what is the next step forward.
Oh, we are, for the Student Media Board, we are going to be approving that tomorrow at the E-team meeting.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of didn't respond back. We just have to make it official. And then the next steps, I believe, were either Doug will, one of the student life advisors will be reaching out to you via email, and the other two senator representatives for the Student Media Board, everyone's going to get an email from him for future steps, but we just have to make it official first.
Okay.
Good question to ask. I'm happy you asked it. Any other questions that you might have?
No, so far I just had these two questions for today.
Cool. Awesome. Happy you asked them. I really am, and please feel free at any time to ask questions. All right. That said, the next hand I see up is the one and only Senator Willis.
I move to adjourn.
All right, there's been a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting. I'm gonna see that I saw VP LaBella's hand up was first. Is this a second?
Yes, it is.
All right, all those in favor, please use the hand raising feature now, or keep your hands up so I can see. And that looks like that's majority. Awesome. So we are officially adjourned at 5:13 p.m. Have a great weekend, a great day. And Ella, if I can speak with you